Today in the cabinet meeting, we have taken up a large number of agendas and some decisions were made, and I would like to share those. First was the establishment of the State Water Informatics Center, Meghalaya, with the Department of Water Resources as the lead department or nodal department. The basic objective of this State Water Informatics Center is to be the agency that is going to capture information related to water in the state in different levels, whether it's the rain, whether it's the water levels in the streams, catchment areas, spring sheds, and monitor them throughout the years and share that data with concerned departments like PHE and soil conservation, agriculture, disaster management, and so on and so forth, departments related with water, so that proper informative decisions can be made. And hence this is also mandated by Government of India, Jal Shakti Ministry, and this decision was made today that this will be set up, and it will be under the nodal agency will be the Department of Water Resources. So that was the first decision that was made today. The second decision and the third decision was to terminate two hydropower projects that was signed by the government of Meghalaya many years back. One is the Kinshi 1 hydroelectric project, and number 2 is the Upper Cree Stage 1 and Stage 2 projects. As you recall, that these two projects were in collaboration and tie-up with some private parties, but because of the financial non-viability of these projects or unviability of these projects, and the rates coming up too high, and also the time taken by the different companies to implement this, the decision was taken by the cabinet that both these projects, the Kinshi 1 project and the Upper Cree Stage 1 and 2 projects, will be terminated. But the government will, and the departments concerned will immediately move for looking for new partners, or maybe the same partners also in a new format, because as I said, the main reasons was that the project in its current forms were not looking or not viable in terms of the rates. But the new technologies that have come in, where pump storage and other facilities can be used, and also the combination of the water being released from one project and being used as a downstream for another project, like in the case of Upper Cree Stage 1, 2, the projects also need to be changed. And hence the government will immediately, and the department will immediately work in that aspect, and we hope that very soon we'll be able to have the expression of interest to move forward with these projects in its new form. Number 3, there were 3 ordinances that the government had passed. Those ordinances need to be regularized in the House, and those ordinances were brought today in terms of an amended bill or a bill, and that will be put up in the Assembly. So the first was the repeal of the Rajat Lal University Act 2011. If you recall, we had repealed this through an ordinance. Second was the amendment of Meghalaya Goods and Service Tax 2017. These are amendments that are mandated in terms of the GST Council. The decisions that have been taken by GST Council are then implemented by the state governments, and every state government then has to amend the GST Act of the state as per the amendments made by the GST Council. So these are just regularizing those decisions made by the Council by amending them, and this was done by an ordinance, and now we'll be ratifying, or we'll be regularizing it by bringing it to the Assembly. Third was the amendment bill for the Meghalaya Medical Council Amendment Bill 2023. This again was an ordinance, if you recall, and if you go back into your notes, you will see the reasons why there were some changes. Nomenclature changes were there, and those have been made, and the ordinance was passed a few weeks back. and that now again is being regularized. The next was the amendment to the National Law University of Meghalaya, Bill 2023. Here there were basic changes where we are bringing in certain amendments to the Finance Committee in the college, in the university, and that amendment for the change in the structure of the Finance Committee of the college was proposed in the amendment bill. And at the same time, there were some nomenclatures that had to be again changed, because it had to be made uniform across the Act, and hence those small minor nomenclature amendments have also been brought in. This again will be presented in the Assembly. The last was the proposal for creation of an engineering wing in the police headquarters in Shillong. As you're aware that the police has a large number of infrastructures all over the state, and hence in order to be able to allow the police department to take care of the needs of these different buildings and offices, an engineering wing was required, because in the absence of an engineering wing, the department would have to follow different procedures which are very time consuming and involve different agencies to do small things like even repair of a bathroom, or repair of a thana, or repair of a barak. So all these kind of activities that are there will now be done by the engineering wing. And as you're aware, last year we had come up with the decision to sanction and keep certain funds at the discretion of the SP and the DC of every district, so that they can use that money for immediate repair work at the district level, so that proper infrastructure can be provided for policing. And this decision today will allow that decision to be implemented in a better manner, and ensure that whatever basic requirements that the police personnel need at the district and the grassroots level, those requirements can be met. So this important decision was taken today as part of a large number of reforms that we are doing in the Home Department. So these were the decisions taken by the Cabinet today. Thank you.
Sir, regarding this termination of this hydropower